Isn't it frustrating when a patient no-shows and you've got staff that you're paying to be there and a provider that now has unbillable time? The best way to reduce that is through creating automated appointment reminders that can be sent through email, text, or a phone call. And today's tip of the week will show you how to do just that.
Today, we're just going to kind of dive into kind of what AutoRemind is all about, and kind of just show everyone, what you can get out more out of your using Medisoft in your practice today by staying in touch with your patients. First and foremost, we are in the patient engagement space. It's really just about keeping in touch with your patients, we started out by just in the beginning sending out appointment reminders, but a lot of practices have come to us and throughout the years and asked if they can engage with their patients in a lot of other ways. And all the features that you'll see here today, we'll demo some of them firsthand. Everything you can send through email, voice call, and text message through our systems. And we've separated all the features that we have today in kind of three categories. Messages that can remind patients of certain things, and marketing to kind of increase more revenue, bring patients back into the practice, and then several different communication features, which you can kind of stay top of mind, kind of keep in touch, kind of give a personal touch to those patients. And so there's a kind of a variety of features, appointment reminders, just kind of keeping those no-shows down. If you don't do those, if you're doing those manually today, you can kind of save a lot of time and maybe, provide other tasks to the office staff. Short notice messages can be for a variety of things, but maybe you need to close the office suddenly due to inclement weather, or if the doctor is out sick, you'll be able to go in there and kind of just select all the patients given in on a specific day, and just kind of send them a custom message right there. Surveys, kind of taking internal feedback and just kind of seeing any way you can better your workflow in the practice, or to kind of give your patients a better experience. Messages through late payment, reminding patient that like a balance is due. Triggered messages, you can send kind of post follow-up care messages. So if patient comes in for something and you want to send all those patients with a specific type of reason code that they need to follow up with you for some care, or maybe remember to speak to you about kind of a product that they need to use to better their care, that can be used through that. A variety of marketing messages. So a lot of, we'll kind of show you some firsthand examples, but a lot of practices are, asking whether they can kind of build their online presence today through pushing patients to leave them reviews on Google and Facebook, marketing messages through recalls, reminding patients that they haven't been in for a yearly exam, for example. And then lastly, some of the communication messages, a little more self-explanatory, but just kind of some simple touches by reminding a patient that maybe you have some new office staff, or a lot of practices have also been asking if they can text patients directly through Medisoft, and a lot of this is going to be doable, and we'll kind of show you how you can do those with some examples. Everything that you see is kind of made to help the practice save time, reduce costs, and bring more patients back onto the schedule. But first and foremost, we'll just kind of touch base on kind of the basics. Appointment reminders, reminding patients that they need to come back in for their appointment. Everything can be customized, like you see here today. You can ask the patients to confirm through their messages. If they do, that goes right back into Medisoft. We will write the confirmation back onto your system. AutoRemind is made to kind of pick updates every 30 minutes from your system. So any changes that you do in the office today, put new appointments in, mark them missed or rescheduled, canceled, we'll pick that up right away, so we'll know whether to remind the patient or not. Everything you see here can be customized. So if you do have any logos and links to attachments, different things that you want to push patients to on your website, you can certainly do that through all these messages. For practices who still want to utilize voice calls, we do have a voice actress that can kind of get the verbiage of what you say on your office call today, and we can kind of customize that for you. So they'll kind of get a feel for like a real person calling them, but it is from our system. Some other features, that may or may apply to some other practices. If you have patients that come in for more than one appointment, our system will kind of just remind them of the earliest time to come in if you need to. If you have groups of patients, maybe children or spouses, they have the same contact information. Rather than bombarding them, we'll kind of group their messages together, mentioning all the patients' names and the earliest time to come in. This year, it's one of our newest features that we've released, two-way texting. So, if you need to tell a patient that they, maybe need to come early, or maybe they need to bring some paperwork, just any different things. We have some practices reminding patients that, that they have a balance due and they want to send them just kind of a one-off text message right away. So that's what this has done. This is what it's made for in our AutoRemind portal, and I'll show you how you can do that just in a little bit here. And again, so everything is built in, 100% integrated into Medisoft, your office hours scheduler. We do pull certain information. So for practices that are needing customization through reason codes, providers, different resources, that can be done. It is beneficial to have one of the newest versions of Medisoft. So if you are on one of the newest versions, you might have seen an AutoRemind icon in your software. You'll be able to access that in multiple parts of office hours, and kind of just have a more integrated feel. So if you open a patient in Medisoft and you kind of click the AutoRemind button, it should pull their profile up in AutoRemind in a separate browser. Now I'm going to go through a couple other features that we're seeing more practices utilize today, and then I will jump into kind of a demo so you can kind of see some real life examples. We are seeing a lot more practices, for a number of reasons, remind patients that they are kind of due for an appointment. So we do have an automated recall system, which you can kind of create multiple campaigns based on your reason code or the different statuses you place patients in on your schedule. And it will kind of just run every day, trying to see, which patients are due for a certain type of appointment, kind of based on, your practice. And then reputation management. We see a lot of practices who are kind of looking to kind of boost their online presence or get more reviews online. We kind of recommend, usually pushing them to leave a review on Google or Facebook. Some practices use some other places, Yelp or Health Grades, and we can customize everything for you. So you can choose, where you want to direct those patients. We do have kind of a filtering mechanism of if they kind of just want to, if they give you like maybe a lower rating, we might send them to a survey, which that data can go back to you internally. And then if they give you a higher rating, it might just push them to leave a review. Aside from that, you can also decide to, if you don't want, reviews, if you just want to kind of see what your patients are thinking, or, any ways that the practice is looking to improve, I'd certainly recommend making a survey, maybe for new patients, or you can even customize them on different, patient visits. And then we do that through SurveyMonkey, and you'll be able to kind of see all the results come through.
Hey, thanks for watching our video. If you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe, and also do us a favor and click that like button. Thanks again, and see you on the next one.